What if everything you see, everything you touch, everything you believe is real is actually a carefully constructed illusion? Not metaphorically, but literally. What if your life is part of a simulation, not just technological, but spiritual, a kind of cosmic game designed for growth, evolution, and awakening? Well, today we're exploring the intersection of ancient spirituality and modern simulation theory, and why both may be pointing to the same unsettling truth. Long before computers, long before artificial intelligence, ancient traditions were already saying something shocking. In Hindu philosophy, there is a concept called Maya, the idea that the material world is a kind of illusion, a projection, a veil. Not that it does not exist at all, but that it is not what it appears to be. Similarly, in Buddhism, reality is often described as temporary, ever-changing, and dreamlike. The world is something you experience, not something you are. It's like a lucid dream. Convincing, immersive, emotional, but not ultimate. Now, fast forward thousands of years, and modern thinkers are saying something eerily similar. Simulation theory proposes that reality as we know it could be artificial, a highly advanced computational construct. Philosopher Nick Bostrom popularized this idea, suggesting that if technology advances far enough, civilizations could simulate entire universes, including conscious beings. That means you, your thoughts, your experiences, your entire life could exist inside a system. But here's where things get interesting. Spiritual traditions didn't need computers to come to this conclusion. They arrived there through inner exploration. In both spirituality and simulation theory, reality often has a purpose. It's not random. It's not meaningless. It's a training ground, a school, or even a game. In spiritual traditions, the soul incarnates into a physical world to learn lessons, karma, compassion, awareness, growth. In simulation theory, players enter a virtual environment to gain experience, level up, and evolve. Different language, but same idea. You are not just the character, you are the player behind the character. And the challenges you face, they might not be punishments, they might be missions. Here's where interpretations begin to diverge. In traditional spirituality, the creator is often seen as a divine intelligence, God, source, or universal consciousness. But in simulation theory, the creator can be something very different. Advanced artificial intelligence, highly evolved beings, or even future humans running ancestral simulations. Some even blend the two ideas, suggesting that what we call God could be an intelligence so advanced that it appears divine, a cosmic programmer, a universal architect, or something beyond both machine and spirit. Now, here's a fascinating idea. What if spiritual teachings are not just philosophy, but instructions? Some theorists suggest that religious texts, symbols, and practices are like compressed code, guidelines for navigating the simulation. Meditation, prayer, awareness, these could be tools that help you see through the illusion, break conditioning, access higher levels of consciousness, almost like unlocking hidden features in a game or remembering who you really are. So, if life is a simulation, then what is death? Some believe it's not the end, but an exit, a log out, a return to a higher level of reality. In this view, your physical body is like an avatar. When it dies, the real you continues, with memory restored, with awareness expanded, and with perspective beyond the game. Of course, though, not everyone agrees. Critics argue that simulation theory lacks solid evidence, and that it raises more questions than it answers. Who created the simulation, and why? What created them, and where does consciousness truly come from? Some believe reality is not artificial, but instead the direct expression of a universal mind, not a simulation. And perhaps the biggest question of all, even if this is a simulation, does it actually change how you live? So, whether you call it a simulation, illusion, or divine creation, the core message is the same. The world you see is not the full picture. There is something deeper, something beyond the surface. And the goal across both science and spirituality is to wake up, to question, to explore, and to become aware. Maybe the real question isn't, is this a simulation? Maybe the real question is, who are you beyond it? Because whether this is a digital construct or a spiritual illusion, one thing remains true. You are experiencing it, and that means you might also have the power to transcend it. If this made you question reality, you're already on the path. So, stay curious, stay aware, and I'll see you on the other side of the illusion. All right, everyone, take care. Peace.